Get ready.
Hi there and welcome to USR1 Retro once again. Thank you for joining me for this episode where I am actually going to take you inside a half-price books. Specifically this one on South Hulen. Now I've already had a word with the manager Joe to see if I can go in there and get a small taste of the physical media goodness that lies within. He said I can, as long as I don't get any customers or workers who do not want to be in the video in the shots, and I've tried to do as best as I can with that. So it won't show all of it, but I'll get as much as I can, and I hope you enjoy this little look at some of the physical media that's inside a half-price books. So come with me now, let's go and take a look. Okay, so here we are in the South Hulen half-price books, and it is literally a mecca for physical media, be it DVDs, Blu Rays, 4Ks, Laserdiscs, even VHS, and they've also got CDs, and sometimes they do even have 8-track tapes as well. 8-track tapes, literally stuff like this. Old 8-track tapes. And Barryman is probably not the best example, but I'll tell you what. There you go, John Denver. That's much better. No, not only that, they also have LPs, 45 singles as well. Just to give you a view of the VHS. It's just one of the VHS sections. You also have so if you're a VHS hound, this is the place to come. I mean, you've even got classics like Cuckoo. You also have, probably not a classic in the sense of the word, but still. And for anyone who loves Steven Seagal, especially the early Steven Seagal, a bit like me, you've got Hard to Kill as well. But not only that, there was one that I saw a minute ago. You've also got the classic E.T. Now I must admit, I'm not too big on E.T. I like it, but not enough to watch it again. But there are people who say that it is one of the best films ever. You've also got a copy of that as well. I mean, you've even got James Bond. You've got Dean Martin and Frank Sinatra. And you also have some classic John Wayne with Rio Bravo. And Shoot War Yellow Ribbon. I've lost count the amount of times I've seen that with Dad on TCM and loads of the other channels. And you've also got the best Star Trek film, apparently, according to some people. And then we come to the Laserdiscs. Now it's only a small section, but normally the section's bigger than this, and even in certain stores it takes up 2 rows. So we've got titles like Pink Cadillac. You've also got Speed, which is one of the most common Laserdiscs. Whenever you buy a Laserdisc lot from, say, like Goodwill or even eBay, Speed will normally be in it, along with Waterworld and Apollo 13. But you also have Point of No Return, which in the UK is called The Assassin. You've got karaoke discs, White Fang, and even classic John Wayne film, Mr. Cockburn and the Lady. Not only that, you've also got classic James Dean with Giant. Now, VHS releases in the US came on 2 tapes if they were over a certain length. In the UK we have the luxury of having PAL, fast conversion, plays on 1 tape. And for John Wayne fans, possibly the greatest John Wayne film ever, True Grit. If you haven't got it in your collection, get it. Then you haven't only got them, you've also got a load of DVDs as well. Sometimes you'll even have Blu Rays tucked in there as well, a bit like Grantchester. And also Game of Thrones. That's what I mean, this is an absolute haven for people who absolutely love physical media. Now I have to be careful because I can't show people and the workers for half price books, and I completely get that, so I'm going to try and be as careful as I can. But I've literally just seen something that's going to tickle my fancy, and it's Star Wars. It might be $10, but it's Star Wars. And I've also seen something that I haven't seen in donkey's years, and it's Spy Hard, Leslie Nielsen. I remember watching this on rental VHS, and I laughed my head off at this. Such a funny film, such a funny film. And of course you've got James Bond's. Especially with the classic View to a Kill, which I've recently watched on Laserdisc. You've also got complete Blackadder series, Never So Few, and so the John Hughes classic Planes, Trains and Automobiles, which the current 4K has a bonus disc with over an hour of deleted scenes. Who can forget Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, classic TV show. Of course, you do get, among some of the other tapes, you get ones like Pitch Black as well. And then, for you Charles Bronson fans, Death Wish 5 gets a lot of hate, but it is a really, really good film. See this. That's what I mean. Half Price Books is a haven for everything physical media. So whenever you're in the States and you go past the Half Price Books, make sure to stop and have a look inside, because you can even come across gems like this, the original release of The Abyss. And this is a classic film. Classic film. The special edition is better, but if you want an introduction to it, the original version is the version to go for. It really is. And of course, you can't look at physical media without looking at some vinyl as well. And there is a hell of a lot of vinyl. So if you're into your music, this is definitely the place to come. You know what, I've just seen a VHS which I've been after for quite a while, and it's still sealed. Spies Like Us. I think this might have to be a purchase at some point, but no, this is, we could do with places like this in the UK. We really, really could. I mean, if you want your VHS, if you want your Blu Ray, if you want your DVD, hell, if you want your music, you know, this is possibly one of the best places to come. It is stacked with physical media goodness. I mean, hell, where else would you get Dad's Army on VHS here? You've got the complete Blackadder. It's absolutely insane. I mean, you've also got and Blu Ray Twister. Star Wars, both copies. It's literally as I say, this place is a haven for physical media. So whenever you're in, as I say, anywhere where you're near a half price books, jump in there and have a look and see what they've got. You won't regret it. You really won't. Some of the prices might be a little bit on the high side, but at least you can see what you're getting before you get it. And in that case, I would say it's definitely worth coming in and seeing what you can find. Anyway, that's it for USR1 Retro for today. I hope you've enjoyed this little look at half price books, just one of the haunts where I look for physical media. So until our next episode, look after yourselves, take care, and I'll see you soon. Wait, I can't end the video there. The reason why I can't end the video there is because I've got a bumper crop of pickups to show you from the past few weeks while I have been in the US. Most of these have been picked up from physical outlets, and a few have been through eBay. And you know what, I think I'm going to start off with a Laserdisc. Why the Laserdisc? Because I just literally bought it and it is Firefox. $6, discs are minty fresh. A couple of creases and things on the corner, but still, Firefox on Laserdiscs for $6. 2 discs. I couldn't leave it behind. I must admit, I have never seen this film, even though I had it on, well, my dad had it on Betamax, and that's one that I'm gonna watch at some point and possibly do a video review on in the very near future. Now, onto the VHS. These were 99 cents each at Movie Trading Company. And the first one, I must admit, it's Paul Verhoeven classic. No, it's not RoboCop or Total Recall. It is in fact Starship Troopers, and it's even got a better VHS cover than the UK version. I mean, I do like that better than the UK version. I really do, even though I grew up with the UK artwork. But you know, it's still a fantastic film, fantastic VHS. For $1, I could not pass that up. Now, the second one is a John Wayne Western, and as you all know, my dad was a big fan of John Wayne. I'm now a big fan of John Wayne through watching many of his films over the years, and this one I think is probably one of his best. Really is one of his best, and it is Cahill, United States Marshal. I haven't seen this for donkey's years, and I do remember it being up there as one of his best westerns, and I can't wait to dig in with that one again. And the last one is a Yul Brynner film again, and again it's another western. It was $1 again, and it is Invitation to a Gunfighter. Now, I never heard of this film before. I've never even seen this film before, but for $1, you know, it's got to be worth a go. I mean, it's Yul Brynner, for crying out loud. You know, absolutely fantastic. For $1, you can't go wrong. I told you before, checkers, no. Now, we move on to DVDs, and I picked this set up, I think it was last week. It was last week or the week before, and this was $20 for the Almost Complete series. I used to love this when I was younger. I mean, absolutely love this show. I mean, watching one of the episodes on, I think it was Nickelodeon, early one Saturday morning, and it was completely uncut. And then when I bought the UK DVD with that episode in, the end was completely spliced off and basically just ruined one of the best gags in the whole thing. And so when I saw this, I had to pick it up, and it is the Almost Complete Ren and Stimpy. There is 9 discs with 52 episodes from all 5 seasons, and as I say, almost complete series. Obviously it's missing some episodes, but still I'm quite happy. This was definitely one of the staples of my childhood, along with things like Turtles and whatnot. But yeah, you can't beat a bit of surreal Ren and Stimpy, especially for $20 for the near complete series. Now, that was from Walmart. This next one from Walmart took me by surprise. I was literally just in there one evening, and just looking at their Blu Rays and whatnot. And yeah, this completely took me by surprise, just completely out of left field. And I saw it, and I picked it up, looked on the back, and I was like, yeah, I've got to pick this set up. It's an absolute awesome set. It's 4 discs, 1 4K disc and 3 Blu-rays, and it is Army of Darkness. Now, this is on the Shout Factory label, and as I say, you've got 4 discs. The first disc, which is the only 4K disc, is the original theatrical version. Then the second disc is the first of the Blu-rays, and it is the theatrical version again. The third disc overall, and the second Blu-ray, is the director's cut, and the fourth disc overall and the third Blu-ray is the international cut, and it also has the US television cut in it as well, with added scenes and dubbed over swearing. I think also some trims to violence as well, but there is lots and lots of special features on here. And being a huge fan of the Evil Dead, I had to pick this up, and this was only $20. Works out to about $16.50, and yet when I looked at the standard version of this in Movie Trading Company, they wanted $30 for the one with the slipcase, and this was $20. But the reason why I got this as well, not only being a huge Evil Dead fan, but that artwork. That's another reason why I will always say that hand-drawn artwork beats photoshopped crap any day of the week, especially with like many of the Marvel films where you've got all the cast on the front cover and they're looking in different directions, and it's just too busy and it's just too cheap and tacky. It really, really is. Now the next one I have never seen before, so this was a buy based on the theatrical trailer, and it stars Dabney Coleman and Henry Thomas, and it's from 1983, so it's pre-E.T. I think it's 84, sorry. So it's actually after E.T. and it's Cloak and Dagger, and I can't wait to watch this. Really can't wait to watch this whatsoever. As I say, after watching the trailer this morning, it looked pretty damn awesome. It really, really did. I mean, I even tried playing the arcade machine in Cidercade the last time I was here, and I couldn't play it for love nor money. So I can't wait to watch it. And also, this is my first Vinegar Syndrome disc as well. So it's got the hang on a minute, I'm gonna crack this bad boy open. Just talk amongst yourselves, or go make a cup of tea or something, you know, or a sandwich. I'll tell you what, if you're making a sandwich, make me one as well. Toasted ham, cheese, and mustard. Always a winner. If you haven't got ham, I'll have corned beef. There we go. There we are. There's the 4K and there's the Blu Ray. Now that, I think, was the original artwork, but I must admit I like that artwork more. Yeah, I do like that artwork, but I mean, this was $30, so it's a bit more on the more expensive side of the physical media spectrum, but hey, if it supports physical media, it's got to be worth it. Now, the last 4K is a set that I have been looking forward to for absolutely ages, and I mean absolutely ages. Big fan of Arnold Schwarzenegger, big fan of these films, and you know what, before I even present the set, I am going to take this off. Talk amongst yourselves. Here's the Conan Chronicles, and you know what? I got this from Barnes & Noble, and instead of it being $90, it was $45 before tax. After tax, it was $48. But you know what? For a limited edition set, which comes in this rather nice box, you get a book which is packed with tales, interviews, and like a production diary awesome art, I mean. But yeah, that is one awesome book. I can't wait to get stuck into that. You've also got posters for not only Conan the Destroyer, which is pretty awesome. It's double-sided. You get a poster for Conan Barbarian, which is the original artwork, and it's again fucking awesome. But you also get art cards. Conan the Destroyer. There's a lot of them. It's just a shame it's not got Blu Ray as well. Because I was looking forward to watching these, but you also get art cards for Conan the Barbarian, and I must admit you've also got the artwork on the back as well, same with Conan the Destroyer. It's just a shame that, as I say, it doesn't come with a Blu-ray of the films, just a 4K. However, Conan the Barbarian does come in a 2-disc set. You got the film on disc 1, which has got 3 cuts on it: theatrical, international, and extended cut. But you've also got a disc of bonus features as well, which is pretty cool. So I think it looks like I'm definitely going to have to invest in a 4K player so I can watch these. But still, though, for the price I paid for the set, as I say, which was $45 instead of $90. That's probably one of the nicest looking sets I've ever seen. I mean, having both films on here, that's an awesome set, and one I've been waiting for a hell of a long time. So now we're going to get on to games, although this time it's only Mega Drive / Genesis games. And also one peripheral as well. In fact, I'll show you the peripheral first, because we've recently got a free CRT TV to play all our Laserdiscs, VHS and light gun games on, and retro games and that. I thought I needed to get a light gun. I was looking at getting a Justifier, but they only work for the Lethal Enforcers games for some strange reason. So going into Movie Trading Company, I thought, you know what, I'll take a look. Take a look at one. And I saw this for $6. Now, it's got a connector for Sega Genesis / Mega Drive, and I don't even know if it's going to work for it. But for $6, I thought why not? And the guy even said, if you find it doesn't work, I can always take it back to that one with the receipt and get the money back, which is awesome. So with that in mind, the first cartridge was one that I bought in, funnily enough, the South Hulen half-price books last week. And after a bit of a clean-up, I managed to get it all sorted, and it is Last Action Hero. And I had to go at it, and it's pretty shocking. It's possibly one of the worst licensed games I've ever played in my life. I mean, it had a massive sticker over the front, which I managed to get rid of. It did tear a little bit there, but getting rid of the most of it was pretty cool. Though I did leave the Blockbuster Video sticker on the back, because a little bit of history. Because the Blockbuster sticker on it, for me, is history. So I thought I'll leave it on there. But the game itself is the biggest pile of pony I've ever played in my life. But luckily, it was only $7. Now, the next one is actually a peripheral I thought I'd pick up so I can play some of the Mega Drive games that I brought over from the UK. The original adapter that I brought over, it wouldn't let me play games that were region locked to the to PAL and SACAM. So I thought, right, okay, I'll do some research, and I came across this, the Game Genie, and I had no idea that this could actually be used to put a code in to play normally locked import games. So picked this one up, and I thought, you know what, even if I have to put input a code, it doesn't matter, as long as I can play my games like Global Gladiators and Asterix and the Great Rescue. So this was $15, and for me it was $15. It was worth it. It was so worth it to be able to play every single Mega Drive game, region locked or not, with cheats, obviously. Not that I would. Although for this next one, I think it might be preferable to have cheats with it, as I paid $20 for this cartridge only, and the label's not in the best shape, but hey, it saved me $40, $45, $50 for a complete box copy. I mean, I can always get a case and make up a label later on down the line, but it's Felios. Now, the Mega Drive version of this game, and even as I say, the Sega Genesis version, goes for a hell of a lot of money. And to be honest, I just want the game to play. You know, I do like this game. It is rock hard though, but it is enjoyable. You know, I mean, who doesn't love a vertical scrolling shooter? Is it vertical or horizontal? Sorry, horizontal scrolling shooter. You know, lots of fun, but really hard. And that was an eBay purchase. The next one was also an eBay purchase, and it's a game that I have showcased on the video, on the channel a couple of times. One in my top 5 movies to games transitions, and also on the Demolition Man movie review, and it is the game for the Sega Genesis. Now, I know the label again isn't in the best of conditions. However, this was a lot cheaper than trying to get a PAL cartridge on its own. The PAL cartridge was like, I think it was about 40 quid. This worked out to 20 just for the cartridge, and I'm quite happy with that. I mean, I can get another cartridge label and like clean all this off, put the cartridge label over the top, and I'd be happy with that. Well, it's a fantastic game anyway. I mean, I gave it a hell of a clean up, and it's a lot better than it was when it arrived. Cleaned all the cartridge contacts, cleaned most of the front, and it's come up really, really well. But for the price I pay, as I say, I'm happy with that. Now the next one is the last movie to game license in this lot, and again, this was a hell of a lot cheaper than the PAL version, coming in at $7.50, $8 I think it was, and it's Cliffhanger. Again, it's a game that I do like. I can get why people don't like it. I can get why the reviews were pretty poor for it at the time, I think, but I enjoy it no matter what. It's not the best game in the world, but I like it because I love the film, you know. And as I say, this was, as I say, it was about $8 in total, I think, plus postage on top, which takes up to about 10. I'm happy with that, instead of paying the insane amount that people want for the PAL version, which is daylight fucking robbery. Now, hello Olive. Sorry about that. Now the last one is one that I was actually very pleasantly surprised by. This came complete in the cardboard box with the instruction book, and it's not in bad condition. And this was about $12 in total. $12 in total, as opposed to the 90 quid. Let's just say 90 quid / $100 for the PAL version, complete in the box. And it's Desert Demolition starring Roadrunner and Wile E. Coyote. I had a go at this. I even watched the video for this, and it is a pretty cool game. It looks great, sounds great, plays pretty good, and it's rock hard as well. And the thing is, you can play as either Roadrunner or Wile E. Coyote, and the levels change as well. As I say, it is complete with the manual, as you can probably see there, and the cartridge there. And as I say, it is a pretty good game, and as I say, for the price that I paid, I am extremely happy with this, to add this to the collection. I really, really am. So that's it for the pickups, and hopefully you enjoyed my little tour around South Hulen half price books. As I say, if you ever come to this part of Texas, which is Fort Worth, or even anywhere in the US where there is half price bookstores, check them out. You're always going to find something in there that will tickle your fancy. I mean, as I say, for Laserdiscs, you can't go wrong. For physical media, it is a haven. Simple as I said in the location video, it's an absolute haven for all things physical media. And if you can't find what you want in one store, guaranteed you can probably find it in one of the other ones, you know. So anyway, now that is it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did making it, and hopefully I'll see you in the next video. So until then, this is USR1 Retro now saying thank you very much for watching. Take care, goodbye, and look after yourselves. See you soon.